Chrissy here from PopCultureMadness.com and ConcertBlogger.com. Could you introduce yourself to our site visitors, please?
My name is Brann Dallor, and I play the drums for the band Mastodon.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome?
Yes, thank you so much for joining me. How are you enjoying Mayhem this summer?
How am I enjoying it? I'm enjoying it well. I'm doing a good job at enjoying it. I'm enjoying myself.
That's good.
Enjoying the other bands. I'm enjoying my friends. I'm enjoying the catering. I'm enjoying... What I'm not enjoying is some of the heat has been out of control. But
Yeah, I heard Camden was especially...
yeah, the whole tour has been sort of... The heat wave has been following us around, but the last few shows have been good, so...
Yeah, it feels pretty good out here tonight.
Yeah, a nice breeze coming through this area especially.
Absolutely. So all I have been hearing all day is what a killer party you guys threw last night.
Yeah, oh yeah?
Everybody's talking about this party.
Oh yeah, cool. That's awesome. Yeah, it was fun.
Fire eaters and wolf urine.
Yeah, that's our drink. But we can't. We were on the first Mayhem Festival in '08, and we had a party then too. But it was a little less than like. We definitely wanted to try to one up ourselves.
I think you did because everybody is like raving about this party.
Cool. Yeah, it was killer. It was a really good time. Good music. Good friends. We had a fire breather and doing all sorts of crazy stuff with fire, which was always fun. And we had a lot of balloons. We had clowns working the bar. And we had our signature drink, wolf urine. So.
Wow, that sounds exciting. Like I said, we were getting a little jealous here that we didn't get to see this party.
I know. Well, tonight there's another party, so maybe you can stick around there.
So, being that you're veterans of Mayhem, how does this year compare to when you played it before?
It's very similar. I mean, it's a tight ship, you know. John Reese is amazing, and the whole production, the staff, and everybody that works here to make all this happen on a daily basis is, top notch, and it just goes off without a hitch. So it's a pleasure to be a part of something that's so well organized and so well executed on a daily basis. So big ups to all the people that make that happen for us to be able to go on and have a 15-minute set change, get us on and off the stage with no problems at all every single day is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, from what I've seen, it just runs like clockwork. And I mean, I've purposely kind of stayed away from news because I want to be surprised by everyone's set. But, I've heard everything's run, very, very smoothly.
Oh, yeah, everything's pretty smooth, I mean, all the bands that are out here have been doing this for a long time as well. So, there's only a couple new bands. But I remember being the new band on a bigger tour like Ozfest and stuff. And you definitely learn stuff from being out here and watching the big show get put up and torn down. But, yeah. Crowd's been good. It's fun.
So what are you guys currently working on right now? Is there any new material in the works?
Working on our suntans on a daily basis.
Well, that's pretty easy to do out here, man.
Leave me alone, I'm bronzing. Yeah, new material. We were just working on some stuff backstage just a couple hours ago.
Can you guys write on the road? I mean, some bands need to kind of take some time away from that, the road environment.
It's too chaotic, really. It's okay, you get a practice amp and get a couple of the guitar players get back there and they start rocking out. So it's like, it's fruitful in that sense. If something comes up, then cool. It's almost like a gift because it shouldn't even be able to happen. You know what I mean? So, we're like 11 people and we're in a pretty small room, you know what I mean? So everyone's kind of coming in and out. So it'd be pretty difficult to try to it's a festival, so it's a party atmosphere, and everyone wants to hang out. And every show we've been on tour for 15 years, so in every city we know 50 people that are good friends of ours that we only get to see when we're touring and are in that town, So always got friends coming down, and yeah. So not really much room for writing. And I think it's a much better thing to go home and take some time and then let, because when you're home, you're getting, your required rest. But out here, you don't really sleep as well. And it's just hard to be creative.
Are you guys going to plan to do some of that after Mayhem, or is there more touring in the works?
No. This is the end cap to the Hunter touring cycle. This is the very end of it. And we'll go into the studio. I'm really looking forward to it.
By the way, congratulations on the Golden Godwins and everything for that.
Thanks.
It's been awesome.
Yeah, it's really cool when you work hard on something and you put it out there and people seem to dig it. that's why we do it pretty much. I mean, we do it for ourselves, but we do it for people too. You know, we want.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you guys are very happy with the success of that album, particularly the single, like, Curl the Burl. Like, it's just been everywhere. I mean, every time I turn the radio on, it's just been getting a lot of airplay. It's great.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't listen to much radio, so I never get to hear it on there. But I've heard that it's on there, and that's wonderful, The more people we can reach, the better, That's kind of our deal.
Are you ever surprised, like, if you go to pick a single for an album, are you ever surprised by which songs the fans maybe gravitate towards, and it wasn't one that you thought that it would be?
Well, I don't know, because it's a hard question, because I like all of them, but I like all the songs, but I know why one would be a single and why one maybe wouldn't be a single, even though I like all of them. But I like them for different reasons. I like one because it's weird, but I feel like I have a pretty good sense of, like, what's super catchy, and what would make sense that a wider scope of people would dig something, as opposed to, a select few digging another song, or I don't know, But yeah, I don't think I'm ever too surprised that they gravitate towards the song that I felt like, oh, I think that's gonna be the one, Usually right about it, I guess, but once in a while, maybe one pops up that I didn't see coming.
So, what do you think that you would be doing if you were not pursuing music?
I'd probably be working in, like, a mini mart.
Did you have any fun odd jobs early on?
Yeah, I did a lot of stuff. I was a baker's assistant on Martha's Vineyard for a summer.
Oh, wow.
That was pretty cool. I painted houses inside and out for a few years. I worked in a mini mart for 3 years, the night shift. I got robbed a few times.
Oh, that's not good. Okay, that's not good either.
No, that wasn't fun. But it was my job. I mean, that's why I really was like, I need to make this drumming thing work out, because otherwise I'm kind of screwed.
When did you first develop a love for drums? When did you pick that up?
When I was a little kid, like 3, 4 years old, my uncle played drums in my grandfather's band, and they always had like a setup up in the attic, a jam space. So I'd go up there when I was a kid and just kind of gravitated towards the drums. I think it's probably pretty natural for a little kid. Like, if you had a choice between all the different instruments, you're going to pick the one that you could bang on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, make the most noise as possible.
Yeah, exactly. And then you have to, after that, you just have to have cool parents, that are going to
open
let that happen, because it doesn't have a volume knob on it, and guaranteed not going to be sounding very good for a very long time before you before you start to work it out. But I don't know. Yeah, I always gravitated towards the drums. We'd go over to people's houses that had drum sets, and I'd go down to the basement and just be enamored with it. Like, oh, can I sit back there? Can I play those? But it didn't get serious till I was probably maybe 13 or 14. People started coming over to my house, and we started trying to do our bastardized versions of Metallica songs. Bing, 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 bing. Bing, 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 bing.
Yeah. Oops. So do you remember the first album you purchased with your own money?
Well, I don't remember the first one I purchased with my own money, but I remember the first one I purchased with money that I stole from my mom.
Okay. Ooh.
Not cool, right? Well, I would figured that she would give me the money to go to the record store. I was like 7 years old. And we lived kind of near the record store, so she was sleeping, so I just went down, and her purse was right next to her bed, and instead of waking her up, I was doing a good thing.
You didn't want to wake her up?
She'd give it to me if I asked her. I'm going to go get a record. So I don't know, I had it in my dad, would pick me and my sister up on the weekends, and that was kind of the agenda, was like, okay, we're going to the record store, and then we're going to go see a movie,
Don't you miss that when that used to be an event to go to the record store? Like, now I miss it.
That's why we try to, we're big advocates of the record.
You guys did vinyl, release of the album, and everything in the artwork on the vinyl looks really awesome. And,
yeah.
It was great that you guys didn't forget that.
Yeah, well, we're children of the 70s, so, we came up when it was more of an event when you bought a record, it was this big thing, and you had to sit and put it on the turntable and the ritual, and you would sit in that room and listen to the whole thing, and I still have that setup at my house now, you know, like it's like I have my record room, you know, it has all my records in there and it has my turntable and a system in there, and so if you
It's
want
a
to go
different
sit and listen to a
sound.
record, yeah, it's I don't know, I love it, and I love record stores, and that's why we got to keep them here.
Yeah, no, it's funny
I like how
because
they smell.
they do, and I just witnessed it. I was just out in L.A. last weekend, and I went into Amoeba, and we don't have that here. You know, I mean, I was in all of this place. Like, you know, I've heard about it, and I go in there.
They
And
don't have that in most places, you know what I mean?
No, they don't. I know, and I was just like, wow, this is absolutely incredible.
We love going to Amoeba, but you know, you kind of know going in there, like, okay, I'm not gonna have much money when I leave.
Yeah, I knew I had to set a budget quick.
Yeah, you gotta chill.
Walk out of here and fill a whole suitcase back.
You're like, picture discs.
So, I mean, even speaking of technology and the way things have been changing, you know, how do you guys feel about the uprise of social media? How is that having an effect on the band now?
I think it's a good thing. It keeps people connected, and you know, they're more clued into like what's going on. But I don't have Facebook, and I don't really do the Twitter thing. I just try to stay away from it because I feel like I'm already too addicted to my phone as it is, you know, and I just don't want
It's
to.
like an electronic handcuff, isn't it?
I just don't. I feel like there's something unhealthy about it, you know. So I try to like just check myself, you know what I mean, and really try to make sure that I'm not too engaged with that, and try to be more engaged with the people that are around me, you know what I mean. But it's hard because it's the easiest cure for boredom, you know what I mean. When you're just like, phone. You go in every single person's backstage room, and every single person's on their phone, just like, and you know what I mean. I don't know. It's
They had this picture, and it was
you don't want to make anybody feel bad, but
they had this picture. It was a dinner party, and nobody was talking to each other. It was like everyone was looking at their phones, and it's like, yeah, this is like the new way that everyone socializes.
yeah, they're like all in a room with each other, and they're not talking to each other. They're talking to other people.
And that scares me because that's the way children are growing up now, and I feel like they're not going to know how to communicate.
Yeah. Well, you can't stop what's coming.
No, that's very true. So, what have been some of your top festival survival tips for Mayhem?
Always be wearing pants or short, something covering the
I'm
bottom.
guessing that this may have been a problem in the past.
No, I just think that's a good idea, like a rule of thumb.
Maybe some people out there that aren't.
Your pants on, people. No one wants to see that stuff out there, and it's all sweaty and red and stingy, and it's not good. You know what I mean? Keep your pants on. That's my survival guide.
That's great. Well, I want to thank you for taking a couple minutes out to speak with me, and definitely we look forward to some new material from you guys coming next year, and enjoy the rest of Mayhem. It's not too much longer left, right?
That's right. Before you know it, it'll be gone. I'll be sitting at home wondering where all my friends are.
You have any comments you'd like to share with fans?
Fans? Thank you, fans. Thanks for being there for us. I hope you continue to like it. And I'll continue to like you. Deal? Deal.
Great. Thank you so much.